Welcome to Push to Pass podcast with JP Murray, a discussion about business, racing, sports, and life. This podcast delivers insights on what makes businesses, teams, and people successful based on real-life business experiences. Following a career with America's largest associations, JP Murray founded the Murray Company, one of Washington, D.C.'s most successful consulting firms. The company was acquired successfully and enabled him to launch JP Murray Racing, a business development and sponsorship agency for auto racing teams. Here is JP.
Hey, welcome to the Push to Pass podcast. It is JP Murray, focused on motorsports marketers who want to accelerate their business growth. Today, I'm sharing some, hard-earned wisdom about entrepreneurship, race teams, how you grow in the competitive landscape of motorsports sponsorship. And today, I want you to get close and say no. Let's talk about something that might sound a little bit different to you in our global digital world where we can reach virtually everyone. When you're launching a motorsports business or team, I want you to start with the people that you're closest to do business with and to develop business partnerships and sponsorships with. These are people you do business with or work with in your business or your family's business. They are friends and family that you know that have connections in the business community, and they're people in your existing business network. Make sure, as a motorsports driver team, that you are super active on LinkedIn because that's where your sponsors are. Hey, I know you like putting your Instagram photos up and having your helmet cam and all that stuff. The people that are going to do deals with you are on LinkedIn. So make sure you're activating on that platform. Here's the deal. If you were opening a restaurant, your first marketing push and the flyers that you would put out about your company would frankly target the neighborhood, right? But in motorsports, we often make the mistake of trying to land a client sponsor thousands of miles away while ignoring the opportunities that are right in front of us. The strongest business connections have multiple touch points, or what I call connective tissue. They know people. They have suppliers that they work with. There's a history and relationships. You can work with a number of companies within an ecosystem that are doing business with each other. That's my point, is go to the familiar and build out from there. The other aspect of this close relationship group is of starting an advisory group. Who wouldn't want to be on the advisory board of your race team? Man, I'd love to do it up. I might set up a board of advisors if I were you. These are established business members or mentors of yours that can offer recommendations, make introductions, and help you with sponsorship thoughts and targets that you may want to reach out to. It's a simple job. I'm not asking them to make the sale for me. The advice is free, and it's just a good sounding board for your motorsports operation. So why do we reach for the cold connections? Often it's fear or not wanting to impose on relationships that we value. But here's my advice. If I've got a friend or someone that I think highly of, I'm not uncomfortable when they ask me to help them in business. Business is relationship based, especially in motorsports. And don't forget it. So get close to home. The next part I want to chat about is the power of saying no. Now, this is not something that, frankly, I'm used to. If you follow any of my content, either on this podcast or on my YouTube channel, you know I have a bias towards saying yes. Yes to change, yes to new projects, yes to new strategies, yes to growth opportunities. Man, I've been saying yes my whole life. But today, I want to talk about the equally important skill of saying no. Now, I can't say this is a strength of mine, but I'm just getting better and more aware at declining opportunities with minimal upside or that keep me from the application of my time and energy on the best projects. Say no to the projects with little leverage. I want to apply leverage on the things that have the most upside for me. I've spent way too much time in my life chasing the $5,000 sponsorship when I should have been cultivating the relationships that might help me pursue a $5 million opportunity. Those smaller deals aren't bad, but they're not worth a lot of my time at a certain stage of growth. And I think you need to know the difference between the things that have leverage and the things that don't, and say no to the things that don't have leverage or very little leverage for you at this point in your business life. Say no to activities outside of your scope with the client, doing things outside of what you were hired to do. Now, I absolutely believe in delivering extra value and exceeding expectations, but there is a difference between going above and beyond versus doing the work the client doesn't value or is trying to get you to do for free. You need to understand the distinction between the two. Say no to projects that don't fulfill your mission. This requires knowing what your mission is in the first place, right? Put it down on paper. Review it daily. Some opportunities might be perfect for someone else to do, but not right for your team because it takes you off of the main thing. It keeps you from achieving what you really want to and what you've set out to be your mission-centric goals. So watch those things that can divert your attention. Let's wrap it up today. Growing a motorsports business isn't about saying yes to every client that may want to come your way. It's about strategic focus, starting with your closest network of people, building out, having the courage to say no to distractions, having the courage to say yes to people that could help you, that are the closest contacts that you might have. Get close and say no. Folks, I hope this content is helpful. I got a favor to ask. Can you share the podcast with a friend? Can you connect with me on LinkedIn? Would you become a subscriber of my YouTube channel, the JP Murray Racing Studios? Thank you for listening, and I can't wait to chat next week on the Push to Pass podcast with JP Murray. So long, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Push to Pass podcast with JP Murray, a discussion about business, racing, sports, and life. If you would like to sponsor Push to Pass, send an email to jp@jpmurray.com. Follow JP on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. His website is jpmurray.com. Until next time, push yourself to pass the competition. Thanks for listening.